Well, a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another members-only group flight. Today, it is the 12th of March, 2023, 3 minutes past 11 in the UK here in the morning. We're back in Explain 12 and, of course, the ZIBO mod 737. We are in Asia today. We'll be departing from Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam, flying to Hong Kong for a Hong Kong overload. I think there's about 29, 30 of us taking part in the event today. Hope you're all doing very, very well. 39 of these group flights now completed. Unbelievable. I'm in Group 1, departing from Vietnam to Hong Kong. Flight time 1 hour, 25 minutes. We're live weather. I'm actually streaming 12 hours behind live time. So right now in Hanoi, it's 6 o'clock in the evening. In the sim, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to enjoy the sunrise and hopefully some nice, beautiful scenery. Well, I say that, it's pretty much overcast all the way over to Hong Kong. But I have downloaded Ortho for the entire sector. Both of them are stock airports, but they do look very good in Explain 12. Who we got here in chat today in this members only stream? We've got Andy M71. I've been airborne for 3 hours, 16 minutes, 2 hours, 10 minutes to go. You've hopefully timed that quite well. We might be just around the same time I arrived there. Hope you're having a safe flight. I saw you post that in Discord, and hope you're doing well. Yun Chan says, Con Benoit, who's also flying in today as well, long haul. Tim Waters, his setup's nearly ready. I can't wait to see that setup later on. Hopefully he'll be in time for the next group flight. Lee Holcroft is here. David Bromwich is here as well. And Mason, I love the screenshot. Yes, I did a bit of screenshot editing with my software there. I hope you... well, I'm getting a bit more creative with them, let's say. Hopefully someone will click on that and perhaps join a group flight again in the future. Excellent, excellent. Yes, 39 of these here today. Don't forget all of you that are taking part in the group flight as well. 2 giveaways each group flight now. Because there wasn't so many in the long haul one, I've just sent everyone into the same giveaway. So you'll have the chance of entering, the £50 voucher if you want any add-on around that value. If it's a bit more, don't worry, or any scenery or aircraft, or if you're in the UK, I can get you an Amazon gift card, or Orbex orbs, or whatever it is you want, we'll get you sorted. Anyway, let's zoom on in towards the aircraft. Here in Hanoi, I can see Alpaca 57 Mike in the A340, Alpaca 71, Alpaca 5 Tango Hotel, 901's over there. We've got 4711 already on his way. We've got 80 here already as well. 12514 Mike Juliet and 9 Papa Yankee. Excellent. As I said, we'll zoom in towards our aircraft. This is the last, most up-to-date version of the ZIBO mod. It's the one I streamed publicly a few days ago. It's my first day off today. My goodness, the last few days of work have been very hectic, very busy. Lots of disruptive weather with snow. We've had French ATC strikes. Last 2 flights finishing an hour and a half, 2 hours late. All ready for the summer season. I've just put up my summer roster. Well, you can see it right at the bottom, beginning of April, looking very busy already. Excellent. Bounce, you're just about to touch down in Taiwan, departing from Romeo Juliet Bravo Bravo. Where is that? I can't remember, but I guess you're joining on the next sector, go to Hong Kong. Hello, Plainly, as well. Domino, we've seen a 2 tons. Morning to you. 2 tons, I dared ask what time it is for you in the US. I can't believe you'll be up for this. You'll be brushing the sleep out of your eyes. Now, I did have the air bridge connected, but unfortunately, it connected this one, so it was sort of overlapping and looking a bit weird, so I've sort of disconnected it. Anyway, let's go into the air bridge and make a leap of faith into the cabin. And you can see, look, I've got my little light on because it was a bit dark at the side stream, but it's going to get light very quickly here as the sun rises. Right, so let me turn off my aviation flashlight and we'll get the show on the road. So, batteries on, GPUs on the bus, electric hydraulic pumps can be popped on, landing gear lever is down. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green lights, and then we'll check all the aircraft documentation there. RJBB is Kanzai. Thank you very much, Yun Chen, for telling me. 2 tons, 6 AM. Oh, that's not too bad. Plus, we sprung forward in time this weekend. UTC -5 at present. Yes, I think the clock's changed. Was it yesterday, last night, or something? So, yeah, our clocks in the UK change in a couple of weeks' time, I believe. You don't know what RJBB is? Oh, yes, I was just throwing a curveball to what I was saying. Of course, it's Kansai. Excellent. Right, so battery on, as I said, all that's done now. Let's do the fault and fire test. I've got the checklist running in the background. Fault APU detector up. Now look how washed out that looks there. It's like a bright yellow light. Master scorched overheat detector. Still a lot of work doing lighting in Explain 12. Fire test coming up. Fire warning, engine overheat lights, wheel well lights illuminated, and that's all looking good up there as well. Excellent, emergency exit lights armed. We'll test the attend button. Here's our operational flight plan. Now I believe the Hong Kong VATSIM guys are pretty professional. They've got full ATC for us today as well, which is pretty exciting. And it's all in meters because we're going to be flying through China. Now, if you're in the mod or the 737 or the PMDG 737, it's very easy. Just simply select meters and you'll have whatever you've set on the MCP come up here in meters, so that whatever they clear you are, just set the feet to the nearest meters, and that's all you need to do when flying in mainland China. So we'll be cruising at 11,300 meters, I think it's about 37,100 feet. I'm going to take an extra 2 tons of fuel, about 40 minutes or so, so 6, 8, 7, 8, 8, 8, let's go 8, 9 for the fuel. That should be enough. I think they're pretty good there, and they've got 2 runways in use in Hong Kong today. So 8, 9, hold on, that's the fuel, isn't it? 8, 9, and we're going to take 172 passengers. 172, and that's going to be a 0 fuel weight. It should be about 58.1 tons. Oh, and that represents 172 passengers. Did you remember to start the checklist? I did, Andy. Your voice is waiting for us, I believe. 58.1 check, so fuel... Passengers on its way. We'll call for the fuel truck. We'll start the boarding and we'll leave the seatbelt sign off until then. Flaps are up, which match the indicated position. We'll reset this now as well. Perfect. That is reset. Auto brake to RTO. Reset the fuel flow. And working our way down here. Cargo fire test is coming up next. Where are you? There we go. Perfect. Transponder 2000 standby now. Radio tuning panels all set. Rudder on trim 3 and 0. Check the gear extension door. Circuit breakers are all in up here. Stall warning test we'll need to wait a little bit longer for. And IRS. Oh, we're gonna. Remember that from last stream? If you select VHF1, you get this clicking sound, so leave that on PA. That could go to nav, 6 minutes for the alignment. Circuit breakers are all in that side, and we've already started the boarding process. Excellent. Good morning, AstroJew. Hope you're doing very well. Nice to see you here in chat. Let's turn up the lighting here. Still, it's better, but it's lighting's still a bit off here. And as we were mentioning, we don't like the change of the eyes adjusting in X-Plane 12. I don't like that at all. Right, let's grab some weather from the ATIS 127.0. Oh, I've not heard this. It's a lady ATIS voice.
1018 hectopascals. This was Noi Bai Intl information, Sierra.
I've never had a lady ATIS. First departure on Xiamen Airborne.
Information, Sierra. Report at 1030 UTC. Departure runway 11 left. Arrival is Ulu runway 11 right. Wind 010 degrees 4 knots variable between 330 and 030. Visibility 5000 meters. Haze.
Hazy.
Temperature 25. Dew point 19. QNH 1018 hectopascals. This was Noi Bai Intl information, Sierra.
Excellent, with copy information, Sierra. Not too bad a morning. Well, evening, but remember we are 12 hours behind live time. So it's morning in the sim, but evening here in reality. And 5,000 meters, very humid, I should think. 24 degrees, 25 and 19 degrees. Well, not too humid then. So that is good. We'll set the QNH 1018. MSA, let's have a little look here on a chart. I'm just going to see what the MSA is. So this is the MSA. This is just an approach chart here in Hanoi. So it's 6,400 feet, but we're heading to the east. You can see in that sector, look, MSA is 2,600. So in the event of any problems, we'll climb to 3,000 feet after departure. And we'll turn, set the MFRA to 1,050. Perfect. 1050 set, and now we can select airports on here. lighting's all done. Into the FMC. You should slot in right before me, Domino. We've seen it flying in also perfectly. I think we only got 5 or 6 on the long haul sector, but I did ask most of you guys wanted to sort of include the long haul option in group flights in the future, so we'll always have it as available now. Right. So, let's pop this all in.
Fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Seatbelt signs can come on. And we're departing from Victor Victor November Bravo. Oh, I better do this first. GPS left. Victor Hotel, 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 Alpaca. 39 Hotel Kilo today. Departure. 8 is said 11, 11 left for departures, so we'll select 11 left and then 11 right for arrivals. So it'll be the most northerly runway for departure for us. So 11 right here, so we're going to probably have to cross at Sierra 1. And then, oh no, sorry, we'll cross at Sierra 3. Maybe we'll have to hold there and have to cross all the way over to 11 left. But that's the runway for departure. And the SID we're expecting is a Bumbo 1 Bravo. Or Bumbo 1 Alpha now because it's the other runway. And it will be a NACHA transition. NACHA. And then from there, Romeo 474. Golf Yankee Alpha. Bravo 330 to Papa Oscar uniform. Oh, someone's started their engines right next to me. Default X-plane or X-pilot engine sounds. Romeo 473 to Sierra. And then we're flying a Sierra 7 Charlie. Now the database is this is all up to date at the moment. The Central Airport, sorry, start again. Central runway in Hong Kong is closed, so you got 07 left or 07 right. The middle one's closed here, and the database is reflective of that. Every 28 days, will update it to be sort of if a runway is closed permanently or for a long period of time. It won't be in the database for you to select. Now, I'm going to plan for the most northerly runway, ILS 07 left, and when we get closer, we'll work out what's going on. Limes transition we'll select. We'll just check to see if there's any discontinuities. Mr. Ards, and we'll activate and execute. Let's see what's making all that racket next to us. It's this gigantic Air Force One 747 who's just spawned on someone's stand. What is going on there? It's got a... I think that's the air bridge, so yeah, someone's jumped on someone's stand with the engines running. And I guess Air Force One has come up as a 747 Alpaca. Might need to find another stand. There's actually quite a few people have spawned in here. Seems to be busy. Look at the sun rising over there in the distance as well. Very nice. I'm just going to turn back down the sounds. Other aircraft. There we go. Perfect. Finished performance then. 03858-1. Alternates airport very close to Hong Kong. Zulu Golf Golf Golf. What we're doing reserves for that airport is 2.7, 2.8. Costex 30, cruising at 37,100 feet, which is 11,000, whatever it was in meters. Top climb wind is 25684. Top lies is 4. Nice long runway here, I believe. No performance data for this departure, but both runways, look at that, even the shortest is 3,200 metres, so 22k should be more than sufficient. We'll leave it at full. Takeoff, flap 5, CG. Now, guys, if you're in the mod at the moment, there is an issue with pitch. Okay, if you set whatever trim is in there, the nose will come up about 10 knots below V1 on its own, which is obviously a big issue. My recommendation, just to stop that, is set 1 units less. 5.25 I'm setting. It's not what you do in real life, of course, but it just prevents that nose coming up, and I'm finding it's pretty much in trim anyway if you set 1 unit less in the mod at the moment. Shouldn't need to do that though. V-speed set 147 is now on the MCP. Overhead panel then, we should have about a ton in the centre, which we do, so your damper's on, nav transfer display switch is normal auto, fuel, 6 pumps coming on, bright, dim, bright, and off, dim, bright, Let me start. I'm all over the place today. Off, bright, dim, bright, off. We do that every time on the first flight of the day, just to check the crossfeed valve. CAMU TTI galley power's on. That's all set. Up here, window heat can come on. Voice recorder, trim air, Pax Auto. 37,000 feet, elevation's 50 feet in Hong Kong. Lights are set as I need. Flight directors are on. It's an on-nav SID we're flying, but I will tune the VOR on the extended sense line here, which is 16.1. 16.1. Perfect, so that's something tuned. Runway heading, QDM set. Order brake to RTO, just do a quick config check. 2000 standby, the rest is all set. Rudder and aileron trim as well. I think it's about time we grabbed our clearance. Who we got here in chat now? Nick is here. Good morning, evening, Sam. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you popped in. 3 stars now. 3 is a memo. Believable. 2 tons. Type A is not a long haul, but since I'm flying FedEx VA today, RCTP is a designated route to Hong Kong. I hope. Unbelievable. Not an Alpaca today. An Alpaca group flight. But I'll let you off. I'll let you off. Domino Music said the sunrise looks like it needs a fire brigade next to it. It looked like it was on fire, but the sun is on fire, to be fair. Domino Music got the newest Navigraph. Should have removed it from Microsoft Flight Simulator. If they've still got it, I'm not so sure. Bounce, same here. We'll be parking at cargo in the HHH Hong Kong. Excellent. Right, we'll grab the clearance. Sounded like someone needed to stand by. We've still got 11 minutes until we're due off now. Whilst we're waiting for the gap in the radio, let's do the safety inspection, and before start checklist, well, actually, let me just brief what we're going to do first. So, we've done the time check, the route check, we're happy with the routing, instrument cross check we've done, completed a takeoff briefing, do the emergency briefing, taxi then, we're on apron 1, stand 40, probably push back to face west, and then Sierra, Papa 3 for 11 left, and then the departure, which I forgot to select here. Sounds like someone's got 1 right for departure there. It's going to be a Bumbo 1 Alpha 1 out Bravo departure. Let's go Bumbo 1 Bravo, because it's what the ATIS said. Alpaca 4711 on its way, Berlin flight. Excellent news.
Alpaca 14 Mike Juliet, follow the traffic, your company traffic, Boeing 739er to holding point.
It looks a bit apocalyptic, doesn't it?
Follow the company traffic, Boeing 739 to holding point runway 11.
Ah, the Air Force moved. Air France Air Force. Got old school flight deck sim. That's the OG livery there. Ciao, Edo. Buongiorno.
Alpaca 901, contact Noi Bai. Answer question. Contact Noi Bai terminal 125.1.
Curious engines. Tower, hello, it's Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, stand 40, information Sierra 1018, ready to copy departure clearance to Hong Kong, please.
To Da Nang Airport.
2 as those ones.
Block. Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, stand by.
Perfect, so don't need to reply to that, we'll stand by. 225 perfect for the MOG-F, the MCP uses meters, of course it would be perfectly perfect in China.
Korean Airlines 12905, stand by.
So there's a lot of traffic. A lot of traffic here. Aircraft going all over the place.
Noi Bai Vietnam 618, request clearance to Da Nang.
They're going everywhere.
Vietnam 618, stand by.
Oh, he's got a queue building up here. He could do with a
618, 618.
He could do with a ground controller or clearance is beginning to pick up.
Air Force 1 Heavy, IR4 to Ho Chi Minh City. Air Force 1, stand by.
That's the Air Force One. He's going to Ho Chi Minh. It's a short flight. Alpaca 125 taxi up. Oh, here we go.
Hotel Kilo, clearance ready.
Ready to copy, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, you clear to Hong Kong, follow via Bumbo 1 Bravo, Naka 1 Alpha transition, runway 11 right. Initial climb flight level 160, expect flight level 370, squawk 4621.
Clear to Hong Kong, Bumbo 1 Bravo, departure, then a Naka 1 Alpha transition off 11 right. Climb flight level 160 for departure, expect 370 for cruise, squawk 4621. Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, read back is correct, F5 ready.
Okay, thank you. Perfect, so we've got our clearance in, we've got the Bumbo 1 Bravo, so it will be 11 right, squawk is 4621, and flight level 160 set on the MCP. So we can now, we brief the taxi, we just need to brief the SID. So the Bumbo 1 Bravo, it's in the FMC with the NATCA transition. Transition altitude set, I think in meters, but we've got 9,030. We'll see what it says here. It says 9,000 feet. We'll change that then. Oh, someone subscribed to the channel. Welcome, he's not here. It's going to be departing from Now Bai to November Bravo 110. November Bravo 110. Just need to confirm our speeds here. Accept. 4,300 feet above checks, and it's a left turn to Bumbo. Bumbo at or below 150. Now, interestingly, he's cleared us to 160. I'm not going to ask it. In reality, he'd be confirming, because he's cleared us to 160. What I'm going to do is leave the 150 restriction in here, and then after departure, when we get handed over to centre, I'm going to confirm unrestricted climb to 160. So 150, I will respect the SID. He has been cleared to 160. Now it's the NATCAR 1 hour for our transition to NATCAR. So Bumbo to NATCAR, and then Radio 474 onto our airway. And this is the routing taken by aircraft in real life from Hanoi to Hong Kong. So SID's all in there. We've briefed everything. We've got our clearance. We're out in 5 minutes. Let's complete the safety inspection before start checklist.
Safety inspection checklist. Surfaces and chocks.
Checked.
Maintenance status.
Checked.
Battery.
On.
Electric hydraulic pumps.
On.
Landing gear lever.
Down.
Ship's library.
Checked.
Safety inspection checklist complete.
Perfect. I'll just try the test the oxygen and do a lights test. And we should be able to now do the stall warning test. Perfect. All the lights illuminated. MCP. Pedestal. Perfect. Light test is complete. Before start checklist to the line.
Before start checklist to the line. IRS mode selectors.
Nav.
Gear pins.
Removed.
Light test.
Checked.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Yaw damper.
On.
Nav transfer and display switches.
Normal and auto.
Fuel.
Perfect. So for this sector, we require 6820, and we have we're about 9 tons on board there, and we can verify the
Check.
pumps on as well.
Fuel pumps.
6 pumps on.
Perfect.
Cabin util IFE galley power.
On.
Emergency exit lights.
Armed.
Fasten belts.
On.
Window heat.
On.
Comment
Air
earlier in
conditioning.
flight.
PEX auto. Bleeds on.
Pressurization.
So we've got 370, 50 feet on set.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross-checked.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Hydraulics.
Normal.
Just
Speed brake.
Down D10.
Parking brake.
Set.
Stab trim cutout switches.
Normal.
Wheel well fire warning.
Not again.
yeah, it does this at the moment. It does, even though we've checked it. So that's checked.
Checked.
Radios, radar and transponder.
Set.
Set and standby.
Perfect.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Takeoff briefing.
So that's been discussed.
Discuss.
PA.
Complete.
Complete.
FMC CDU.
So pilot flying. That's myself. I want takeoff page. Jim wants legs.
Set.
N1 and IAS bugs.
N1 and IRS Auto, V-speed set,
Stab trim.
set,
Performance,
units.
weight and balance.
That's
Check.
done.
EFB.
airplane mode and stowed,
Phones.
off.
Flight deck windows and cockpit
That's
door.
coming.
Not again.
So boarding's complete. We'll close all the doors. We'll get the APU started as well.
Runway 11 right, clear for takeoff.
Closed,
Doors.
closed,
Passengers.
seated.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
So just the flight deck window cockpit door. We need to close the cockpit door, which we'll do after the boarding's completed.
Boeing 739ers, land and with runway 11 right.
Domino, seeing you're flying an Airbus though. I need my tray table, of course. Some people can't be without it. I saw that Berlin flight. Ship's library is vitally important. Wouldn't want to leave without the complete works of Jane Austen. It is important in real life though, and they live down here at my operator, and it's got things like the aircraft's certificates, so the certification from the airline's respective authority, so CAA or whatever that might be, and noise certificates. A lot of it's also kept electronically, and it references that in the ship's library. Nick DC, I flew once in real life to the old airport in Hong Kong, so Kai Tak, I guess. Is that, or is there another one maybe? Approach was a lifetime experience, definitely Kai Tak. Very good. APU's on the bus, so we can disconnect the ground power, and we can now, we have 45 seconds until we're due out.
Alpaca 125, contact Noi Bai Terminal 125.1.
This guy's doing very well. It's only tower on his own, and it hasn't slipped up at all. Kept the show on the road.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready. Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Here comes the tow through the terminal. There's Cafe A340. Alpaca 125's just got an airborne. Berlin flight now. I'm in entered metric territory. Interesting. Oh, you'll be grand. Let's have a little look at the VATSIM map. Let's just wait for the tug to be attached. I've got a VATScope on my phone. There's definitely the signs of a overload going on there at Hong Kong. How many other arrivals have they got? And don't forget, I don't know if they've publicised it, but they've got 34 arrivals, of which the vast majority are alpacas. Oh, loads! Awesome.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Perfect.
Alpaca 14 Mike Juliet, wind line variable, runway 11 right, clear for takeoff.
Mason, when you initially contact Hong Kong, do you give your flight level in meters or in feet? That's a great question. I don't know, and that they're using feet, I believe, in Hong Kong. I'd give both as a sort of default, but I don't actually know what they do in reality. When I last was in Hong Kong, they assigned you an altitude in meters before handing over to Chinese airspace. Probably something similar. Maybe the Chinese will
Tow
do something
connected
away.
and bypass pin
Right,
inserted.
prejudice
Release
now,
parking
Pax.
brake.
Right, we're due out 1 minute ago, so we'll request push and start. Just make sure I've got the next pilot turned up here. And Hanoi Tower, Alpaca 39 Hotel, Kilo Stand 40, request push and start.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, push and start approved, face west, QNH 1018.
Push start approved, face west, QNH 1018, Alpaca 39 Hotel, Kilo. So below the line, packs off, APU can come on, anti-collision light on, and transponder to out off. Below the line.
Before start checklist below the line. Air conditioning packs.
Off,
Anti-collision light.
on,
Parking brake.
set,
Transponder.
alt off,
Before start checklist complete.
Look at that. Not bad for a MOGF. Perfect timing. Just the right amount of traffic departing.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Current airline is 1295, Squawk Charlie, please. Charlie, clear for
Perfect, look at that. Right, starting engine number 2. Get 2. Nice not to be in a max. Oil pressure, N1. Is he on in? Perfect. Sounds good to me. Start to cut out, monitoring 22463, 2 stable, starting 1.
Via Tinsley 1 Bravo, initial flight
Yeah,
level 160, expecting to 3.
Hong Kong's using feet. Ah,
Squawk
I
623.
thought they would. All the charts are in feet.
Nice.
Oil pressure, N1.
Noi Bai, Vietnam 618, stand by. Alpaca 57 Mike, survey with line variable, runway 11 right, level second.
Some funky air conditioning sounds coming from the packed wing. Looks good to me. Starting it out, monitoring 1 2463. 1 stable.
Alpaca Airways 8346.
Yeah, departed terrific. Rhino and right, runway 11 right, Cathay 324.
Awesome.
And confirm behind departed traffic, Alpaca Airways 8346.
Behind departed traffic, Cathay 324.
There goes Alpaca 57 Mike in the 340.
Clear for survey for pushback.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Back race set.
Behind.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Rhino and right, runway 11 right, and
Busy.
Alpaca 57 Mike.
On the radar, so I can't see you. So, full position is not available right now.
Okay.
Hear about a million people speaking at once there. I may start going to report feet. I think I'll do both, but yeah, feet's probably a good idea. Hello, Flight Sim 13, 13 kilo inbound from Victor Tango Bravo Sierra. Excellent. See you in Hong Kong. Have a safe flight, buddy.
I didn't see his Squawk Charlie. Oh, I see right now. Current Airlines 495, push start approved.
Just get started before taxi phone now.
For request straight pushback.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Oh, we will. Flight controls forward, full back, left, right. Here comes rudders, full right and full left. Perfect. Recall, blank the lower DU.
Clearance to Hong Kong Airport, information tank onward.
Let's wait for the pin. Pin C.
Before taxi checklist.
Let's do it.
Generators.
On.
APU.
Off.
Start switches.
Continuous.
Probe heat.
On.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Air conditioning.
PEX auto, bleeds on.
Isolation valve.
Auto.
Flaps.
This.
This. 5 required, 5 selected. Green lights, that's fine.
Flips 5 required and selected, green light.
Stab trim.
Set.
Start levers.
Well,
Idle
one unit less,
detent.
as we discussed.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Recall.
Checked.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Perfect. Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, request taxi.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, taxi follow via Victor 3, Sierra 1, hold short runway 211 right.
Victor 3, Sierra, and Sierra 3 will hold short of 11 right, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. Perfect, so we're going to taxi.
Novi Tower, Vietnam 618, clear to
Victor 3, Sierra, and then hold short of 11 right at Sierra 3. We're going to have to cross this runway to Alpaca 3. So it's basically the next right. So, parking brake released, config. And no takeoff config warning. And nice spool up times.
Attention all aircraft. NOI by International Airport QNH10.
Who's talking? Oh, I think that might have been the I think that might have been the what do you ever call it? The I don't know if that was X-plane or V-pilot. I don't know. Perfect. So we're going to hold short here because some aircraft are departing on the longer runway. We're going to depart off 11 left. Oops, forgot to turn the taxi lights on. Other professionals are available. Trying to turn right here. I'm going to hold short here. Sierra 3. Even though it says Sierra 7.
Alpaca 9 Papa Yankee, clearance ready. Affirm, Alpaca 9 Papa Yankee.
Hong Kong arriving 07 left. Next.
Papa Yankee, you cleared to Hong Kong follow via.
There goes the cafe. He's on 11 right, but we're going to be crossing this runway when we get clearance. 11 left. But this Sierra 7 is Sierra 3. He's already going to get takeoff clearance unless we get a crossing.
Clearance to Hong Kong Airport via Bungle 1 Bravo departure, Naka 1 Alpha transition. Initial climb flight level 160, expecting 370.
We'll hold short here. Now in reality I'll go right up to the line, but just because of the sim I'll hold short a little bit of the line there.
Alpaca 9 Papa Yankee, confirm runway 11 right for departure. Affirm runway 11 right for departure.
Well, we'll wait there, parking brake set.
Alpaca 9 Papa Yankee, reback is correct, advance when ready. We're good.
Tower, hello, Alpaca 6, Mike Whiskey, stand 20 information, Tango, request departure clearance to Hong Kong, please.
Perfect.
Alpaca 6, Mike Whiskey, stand by. Contact possibility 324, contacted by terminal 125.1, good day.
Contact Noi Bai Terminal 125-1, Cathay 324, have a good night.
Alpaca 71, push and start up, face west to H1018.
Push very face west 1018, Alpaca 71.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, towers calling.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, go ahead.
Alpaca 39 Kilo, Hotel Kilo, you taxi on wrong direction, now you're on holding for Sierra 3 on runway 11 right. Can you accept Sierra 3 for takeoff?
My apologies, sorry. Yeah, I can take 11 right via Sierra 3, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. I made a mistake, did I?
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, roger.
Perfect. What was my clearance? Victor. Oh, yeah, no, I put my hand up there. No, I've got Victor 3. Sierra. My apologies. Yeah. It was Sierra 1. Yeah, okay, yeah. There's only 22 of you. Yeah, it is my fault completely. I had in my head I was departing off 11 left, but no, we're departing 11 right. Derp. Completely my bad. That's why there's 2 of us, and also, yeah, brief your taxi routing. But he did say, yeah, Victor 3, and I saw Victor 3, and then it was Sierra 1, hold point, 11 right. But I had in my head I was departing 11 left. No excuses. I put my hands up on that one. Anyway, I did put that in the FMC, didn't I?
540, with line variable, runway 11 right, clear for takeoff.
Yeah, I put 1 left. See, you should have spotted that earlier. I had the other one selected, didn't I?
Noi Bai Tower, good evening, Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha, Boeing 738, information Tango, stand for 9, request clearance to Hong Kong, please.
Fixed it.
Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha, stand by. Alpaca 6, Mike Whiskey, clearance ready.
Yeah. I think with the confusion of the sides, that's a good excuse. 07. So we've got 1 more right in the FMC now. My clearance. So make sure I'm routing correct now as well.
Cleared to Hong Kong via the Bumbo 1 Bravo
and then
departure,
just head
Naka 1
back.
Alpha transition, runway 11 right.
I've got on my
initial climb,
clearance.
flight level 160, expect flight level
Just a
350.
minute, it was a Bumbo 1 Bravo. I must have missed it. Now, did he say? Yeah, he did on my clearance. Even put one right. Why I put one the other runway? And I have no idea. Mistake on my half there.
Okay.
Vietnam 540, contact Noi Bai Terminal 125.1.
But we can take Sierra figures easily from 1-1 right. But why I planned 1-1 left, I don't know.
39 Hotel Kilo, lap and width runway 11 right behind departure shopping Vietnam Airlines 1821
Via Sierra 3, line up and wait 1-1 right behind the departing aircraft, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. Has he already gone past? Yeah, he's already airborne. There he is, yeah. Right. Let's not do a runway excursion. Right, I've not done the checklist either. Let's quickly
Before takeoff checklist to the line. Config.
Checked.
Flaps.
Flips 5 set, green light.
Stab trim.
Usually wait
Set.
for this.
Takeoff briefing.
So packs on the bleeds on, V-speed set for departure. They are 40, 41, 47 on the MCP. We're now departing off 1-1 right, the Bumbo 1 Bravo, straight ahead, November Bravo 110, and left turn to Bumbo. Stop is climb flight level 160/150 for departure on the chart, 10 ATP2. Any problems will climb.
Wind line variable, runway 11 right, clear for takeoff.
1-1 right, clear takeoff, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. That's it, we'll climb to 3,000 feet if there's any problems.
Cabin.
Secure.
Before takeoff checklist completed to the line.
And below the line, we never do that checklist without...
Before takeoff
we now
checklist
request
below
line
the line.
right.
MCP.
Not again.
Yeah, fair enough.
Set.
Transponder.
Damn. ARA.
Strobe lights. Landing lights.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
I caught up, but that was very unprofessional of me. Right, tokens in chat war. 40%.
Standing is a very special procedure for pushback.
Yeah, where the radar's on as well. Stabilise, set, take off thrust.
Push, approved facing west.
And it's not the Cavalier attitude I take in real life, but yes, Jim would have reminded me, at least made a mistake. Let's go. Check, it's release forward pressure.
D1, rotate.
Hand up the front receivers, let's go. Yeah, definitely putting a trim 1 unit down helps. Back pressure, there's a dead band. Nice.
Positive rate.
He's coming up. Trim.
Tower Alpaca 6, Mike Whiskey, request division.
400.
Perfect. Look at the weather, perfect. It's line variable. LNAV's engaged.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, contact Noi Bai Terminal 125.1. Good day, I love the fleet.
125.1, and thank you very
1000.
much for the ATC as well. Take care, my friend. Bye bye. Very, very nice. Right, bug up. That was very nice of him to say. So I've noticed in the mods, when you bug up, usually the flight directors are a little bit more aggressive lowering the nose. It goes to about 8 degrees. It seems to be holding a little bit of a higher attitude at the moment, so the acceleration is quite slow. Speed check flap 1. Yeah, see, he wants me to pitch up already. Sort of around the right place, but the real aircraft just a tad lower there. Speed check flaps up. Contact departures. Radar, good evening, it's Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. We're on the Bumbo 1 Bravo, passing 3,200 for flight level 160.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, Noi Bai Terminal identified left and direct to Bumbo, flying flight level 160.
Direct to Bumbo, climb flight level 160, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. Perfect, so that seems to be all in trim now, so command A, that's checked. VNAV, set standard, route direct to Bumbo, executes, climb flight level 160, I just leave that now. LNAV VNAV, passing 46 flight level 160 after takeoff checklist, gears off, and auto brakes off, gears off. Engine anti-ice, it is 21 degrees, not required. So they can come off, taxi light off. Air conditioning and pressurization 2.0 set. And standard set now, 5-2, flight level 160, verified. Release the crew. After takeoff check is complete. Bye bye, Hanoi. Superb. There we go.
Yeah, 540 contact.
So we've got meters on because we'll be crossing into Chinese airspace soon. But now using feet here. It's Sunday, so half awake brain is allowed. Oh, I don't know about that, Steve. Not when I'm at work. I can't have that. But no, it was completely my fault. I had up in the error there because I had in my. I even set up for 1-1 right, but I put 1-1 left in the FMC and the bumbo SID, and then I was taxiing in my head going to 1-1 left, and he gave me the right instructions. Victor 3 Sierra 1, and I just had Victor 3 and then held there. Victor 3, and then I just went straight on Sierra 3. I should have gone left to Sierra 1, but I had in my head I was going to 1-1 left. So that's it. Confirmation bias. Well, the weather. So I'm not using Active Sky yet. This is live weather, and it seems to be doing a good job. 5,000 meters haze. Seems pretty accurate to me. There's absolutely no wind. When it is the wind's picking up now, we should have a tailwind for the sector. We are 100 for 160. Let's do the pre-cruise check. So fuel, 6 pumps.
Survey terminal, Alpaca
Lights.
71 passing 1,800.
Stay.
Alpaca 71, Alpaca terminal identified.
Set. Release passengers, nice and smooth. No, I don't need to push that. That means I want coffee. Chase complete.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, contact Noi Bai Intl. Sorry, Hanoi Control 123.3, bye-bye.
At 123.3, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. Thanks, ATC, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Perfect. So this is Hanoi Centre now. Perfect. Hanoi Centre, very good day to you. Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. Climbing flight level 160 to Bumbo.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, Mr. Flight Tucson, good evening. Identified climb flight level 370, direct Tebac, Tango Echo Bravo Alpha Kilo.
Hello there, climb flight level 370, direct to Tebac, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. Thank you. There's Tebac, LNAV available, LNAV engaged, and straight to our cruise level. 370 sets. Once, twice, and check the cruise page 3 times. Oh, we've got 371, remember, because we're going to meters later. So we'll leave that set like it is. And monitoring the distress frequency 1215. Perfect. So yeah, the routing, it's exactly the same routing flown by aircraft between Vietnam and Hong Kong. It sort of goes northeast originally, so I thought it'd be more along the coastline, but maybe there's some reason there to avoid Mao Ming, I don't know, but yeah, this is the correct routing. Cloudy for the entire sector by the looks of it. Hello Alex, he says, hello all, what is this? Why does this stream not start at 2100 Central? Like always lately, Sam trying to fool me. No, I missed the first part, darn. Oh, well, I tried to. Yes, you did say that the stream times I'm doing lately are quite early, but that is best suits me, I'm afraid. But my next stream, I'm hoping to stream on Tuesday in the Tolis A320 Neo, which Tolis sent me a copy of. On Tuesday evening, I'm thinking of going to Salt Lake City because one of the members really wants me to go to Salt Lake City, and I've not been, so I might go to the US for that. And that'll be a later evening stream, probably start at 8:30 in the evening. How do you get meters on the 737, says Mavericks? You push the meters button here. It's great. It simply converts your present altitude and assign flight level in meters for you. Look. So if you change it, look, it changes up there too. You've only missed a mistake. Steve M, unbelievable. I could send you an actual bird via Yokecam. I did that last stream to someone. But I did make some mistakes there. looking good. Unbelievable extended pass. There's the ortho down there. Ooh, lovely. All the overnight downloads. Now I'm going to go, after this stream, we're going to go have some lunch. I'm going to have a Wagamama's today and have a bit of a relaxing evening. I might come up, I don't know if any of you want to fancy play a game of Battlefield later or something, or I might play some Kerbal Space Program. But yeah, my partner's going to bed very early, she's a school teacher, so I've sort of got the evening myself, and I'm going on to lates. My body clock's very much, you know, I woke up about 4 AM very awake this morning. I ended up getting up about 6:30, but I need to shift to lates. Unbelievable, Tim. And next group flight might actually be in 3 weeks' time. I'm going to be very busy, and I'm going on holiday in 5 weeks. Tenerife. I'm going to Tenerife with Jet2 for five nights. Really looking forward to it. Oh, sorry, Alex, my girlfriend. I could go. I like being formal though. But no, I've had eventful. No, not really an eventful couple of days of work, but very busy. Lots of strikes, lots of slots. A couple of days ago, we had to de-ice, and it was snowing, and we had quite tight holdover times. So that's always a bit stressful because you've got to try and comply with your slot so you don't miss it, but you've also got to time your de-icing because it was snowing, and the holdover time in the conditions we had was about 35 minutes. So I've got to try and we've got to try and time our de-icing. So if we do it too early, we're going to miss our. We're going to exceed our holdover time, so we have to be de-iced again. But if we do it too late, we miss our slot, and we're trying to fit that all in. But we managed to get away, and it was a long flight to the Canaries, and we had a long slot on the way back. And I was actually out of hours for my original planned duty yesterday, but they were a little short of crew. They didn't have any standby cover, so they put me onto another flight, which was fine. But we had French ATC strikes, I believe. It's quite a significant amount of delay yesterday from slots. Look at you lot in chat. Curious. All good if you don't feel like answering, but how old are you, Mr. Flight Sim? I'm in my early 30s, Mavericks. Early 30s. 2 tons you got in real life work backlog to finish today. Thinking of flying back to Memphis from Hong Kong to keep me at the PC working. I like going in the background. Right, a little bit of we're just clear of it actually. Look, see the Alpaca's still going. There we are, look at that. See the airway we're following. Alex, I started to refer to my girlfriend as my partner like a year before I kicked her out. I've always said that though, so that's a ridiculous thing to say. Mass caution, fuel, low pressure centre pumps. Oh well, they're off. Look at that tailwind picking up. As the tailwind increases as you climb, it affects your climb performance because your indicated airspeed's decreasing, so the aircraft's having to constantly pitch down to catch up with the speed. Clouds are looking much better in the sim, but you still get some weird artifacts, I think. Like these sort of peppered clouds up here above 25,000 feet, that's not very realistic. Like, yeah, they look like jellyfish.
Report altitudes in meters, Guangzhou on 132.75 in your VATSIM.
13275 with altitude in meters, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. Thanks a lot for the ATC and take care. Bye bye. Perfect.
10,100 meters.
Right.
10,100 meters, Alpaca 4711.
Right. So I'm going to say climbing to 11,300 meters. So because that's my cruise, and I think you just round it can hear people speaking. Is that Cantonese or I forgot the other Chinese language. I don't know much. I've been very unknowledgeable in this area. Radar, hello, Alpaca 39er Hotel Kilo. We're climbing to 11,300 meters inbound to Tebak.
39er Hotel Kilo, under control, radar contact, climb and maintain 11,300 meters, resume all navigation.
11,300 meters, zone navigation, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. Mandarin, that's the word I was looking for. I should have said ni hao. It's hello in Mandarin, isn't it? Now on top of the cloud. Something. I think isn't this the first group flight we've flown into Chinese airspace? And you can look, we can tap back. It's right past the boundary now. Look. Hanoi to Chinese airspace. So we're flying overhead Longhu, Zeren, and then Chongzuo City, Nanning, Yuzhou, and then Guangzhou, and then to Hong Kong. Such a huge country as well. There we are. Of course, Beijing to Seoul. We did fly meters, yeah. And then the Seoul overload from Beijing, I remember now. Last alpaca out of Xiamen, I think that's pronounced. Thank you for informing me, Astrid. Very good. Look at that drift. Three approach controllers grounded tower on line at Hong Kong. They did say they would fully staff it for the event. Yeah, I need a translation for what he said. But yeah, I can see us coming in from both directions. On the map. Oh wow, look, the whole of China's pretty much online. Oh my goodness me. But you can see there's another event. See where we're going to Hong Kong, but there's an event today which the Hong Kong controllers told me about. To, I think, Shanghai, between Shanghai and Changchun, and they did suggest, oh, maybe we change the departure point from Xiamen to Shanghai because we'll have ATC. But I was like, oh, that's a little bit too far for the group flight. About 2.5 hours. But you can see it's very busy over in the northeast of China. Multiple airlines there, but I think that's on the VATSIM events page. Now approaching flight level 300, bank angle 10. Yeah, I've been used to the max. The leaps, sort of max climb thrust is like 90. It doesn't go any higher than that. The climb performance is a lot less. It's not as good in the max as it is in the NG. And I think we discussed it briefly on the sim. The engineer explained to me it's to do with the bypass, because the bypass is, you know, it's almost twice that of the CFM on the leap. The cold airflow from the bypass doesn't produce as much thrust at higher altitude as the CFM does. But yeah, climb performance in the max when you're very heavy, above 30,000 feet, is very poor. But it is only sipping. I mean, what are we burning here? Right now, about 4 tons an hour. The max will be burning 3.5, 3. And in the cruise, it's less than 2 tons. There we go.
just initially climb to 900 meters, that is 3,000 feet, and I will give you the further altitude.
His English is really good. I flew with a first officer last week from Hong Kong. He's quite new, and his English was, you know, his English. We had a very thick Mandarin accent, but he can speak fluent Mandarin. And it was really interesting here. And he grew up in Hong Kong. Really nice guy.
Packet 71, control control, radar contact, climb and maintain 1,200 meters.
Climb maintain 1,200 meters off Packet 71.
Perfect. There's Dave behind.
9225滑行经由查理 Lima 4 Alpha 1豆动量左外的。
It's just amazing that VATSIM is actually quite a truly global reach. You know, we're speaking to people from China. I don't think there's many sort of, well, I shouldn't use the word game, should I? But there's not many other things where you can interact with so many people from so many different parts of the world than you can sort of with online ATC, as in actually talking to them directly. Superb. Right, well, ETA is 0108, so it's just over an hour, but that does have the full-blown arrival in, which is like a left, right, upside down sort of a point merge there. Look, so it takes us all the way down here south, then left, then back up to the airport, which is the arrival. So maybe we'll get a more direct routing. Whoa, what will happen there? Something just a bit funky happened with our altitude. Just saw it climb very quickly. Keep an eye on that. Look at that tailwind. Feel sorry for the guys coming in from the east in Xiamen, or how it's pronounced. We've got 530 knots. We're zipping along nicely. A little bit of cloud, but once you get up here, the outside air temperature is usually below -40. Yeah, -53. Look. So no engine anti-ice required. Far too cold for the ice to adhere to the aircraft. Some funky clouds ahead, look at that. Beautiful Orphe 4XB. Nowhere to be seen. It's completely overcast. Oh, it's not quite, there's a little bit of a gap there. Oh, it's actually not too bad. So I like this sort of effect of the clouds, this sort of overcast. It's completely overcast look. That does look quite good. Right, 1,000 feet to go to our cleared level. Perfect.
Repeat 71 verify airport.
I do think the wings are a little bit glossy. Someone mentioned that last stream. Maybe they are a tad bit glossy. I mean, it is nice seeing reflections, but I don't think it's quite as glossy as that. It's like a polished wing. Just make sure we level off at 37,100 feet, 11,300 metres.
Alpaca 6 Mike Whiskey, passing 7,300 metres.
Traffic ahead there. The size of the numbers there on the traffic's quite large. You wouldn't see it as far out as that. I'm at are you trying Active Sky Explain 12 or using default today? Default because I've been working between
Mike Whiskey.
Now, once I realise it's actually not available, I haven't had time to test it, so I have stopped default.
10,700 meters, Alpaca 6 Mike Whiskey.
There we go. 37,100 feet in the cruise. We'll do a quick fuel check here at Whiskey Uniform Yankee. Nanning 12.4. Can actually tune the VOR up. There we are, 12.4. There's the needles pointing towards it. Right overhead now, there's the needle swing, poof, and 24 minutes airborne, 24 minutes. We should have 4.8 tons, don't forget we took extra 2 tons, so we should have 6.8. We've got about 7, that's perfect. And 2 tons burnt. We've burnt almost 2 tons. Fuel, time, burn checks, all good. And 300 miles to go. I'm just going to punch in the descent winds.
Descent 7,500 meters.
Usually do this at the start of descent preparation, but we'll do it now.
901, descent to 9,500 meters. Descent to 9,500 meters, Alpaca 901.
Winds are in. 271 at 70. Gonna have a strong tailwind all the way, look. So someone told us that we could expect 07 left, which is what we got in the box.
VS 71, verify hot to your next order point.
There we are, QNH in Hong Kong. One 1020 now. Perfect. That'll do for now. We'll do the rest later. Perfect. Yeah, who's going to make a max then for a simulator next? PMDG going to make a max? I really would like to fly one. In the sim, that is. I've got about 70 hours flying them now. I've been pretty much flying them 80% of the time the last 3 or 4 weeks. But someone asked me the other day, do you prefer the max the NG? And I sort of said the max. I went back into an NG this week. I've been in twice in the last 3 or 4 weeks. And going back in the NG, it was a bit like, I felt a bit more comfortable again. But I think that's because obviously I've sat in one for the last 12 years. You know, almost 6,000 hours. And it sort of felt a bit more back at home sort of thing. But then I flew the max again yesterday. And I was like, oh, actually, you know what? I do see the advantages of the max. Certainly from an economical point of view. Less fuel burnt as well, but it is significantly quieter, and it is for some unknown reason easier to land. I just don't know why. And we flew yesterday and it was really windy at the destination. It was the first time I've flown the max in quite I would say it was difficult conditions, but in quite the wind was gusting at 35 knots, sort of 20 degrees off. It was mostly headwind, but it was quite turbulent. And the engines, you really do need to look at the scan and your engine settings. You can't really hear them at all. So you've just got to be aware of your thrust setting, and they are 10% lower. Everything's 10% lower, 8 to 10% lower in the max. So your target thrust setting for flat 30 in the NG is about 57% to 60%. It's about 50 to 53% in the max, and it does take some getting used to. And you've got to be very careful keeping the wings level during the flare, the rotation, because you've got the skimmers tips. They're not close. They're quite close to the ground, so you've got to really keep wings level. Got to be careful with that. But yes, if you are interested, that's the main differences between the two. Who's ahead of us? Alpaca 57 Mike. We've got Zulu Bravo 738, it's me. Alright, Alpaca 71 and 6 Mike Whiskey behind.
UPS 71, contact Hong Kong anyway, frequency 122.7.
So next to be Hong Kong. Perfect. God, yeah, they've got 3 approach. I can see all the approach controllers now coming in on X-Pilot. Look at that. I've seen the message there now, and you've seen that from Alpaca 704 Sierra. Compound 1. So many controllers.
这整票人还在路上呢。
Oops, I'll just click. That's pretty cool.
他们才刚走呢，才刚开始呢。3点是今天的6点啊。
Ah, interesting.
我们看901 continue descent and maintain 7,500 meters.
Ah, last time I checked this wasn't working in X-Plane 12, so it looks like he's added the database so you can actually get all the information from the waypoints. Golf Yankee Alpha. Oh, what? LA to A? I don't know where that was from. Yeah, it works. 1065. Just get the information for the next VOR.
Alpaca 1 Echo Delta, control, radar contact, continue high and maintain 1,300 meters.
Yeah. It's still, it's quite far away, so you see it's swinging around, but VOR is usually quite accurate. If it was an NDB, it'd swing around more like that.
Alpaca 71, just verify you are at 1,300 meters.
It's probably an X-Plane 12.
1,200, just checking, just climbing now, Alpaca 71.
I think Dave was 100 metres lower. Steve, same maximum crosswind allowed in the max. Yes, see, my operator, it's the exact same limits. So we've got 33 knots for dry or wet, and then for contaminated runways, the crosswind decreases depend on the reported runway condition code. The engines on them are so large. It doesn't look right. It doesn't look like they should be on the aircraft. Doesn't look out of proportion, but they are. At low altitudes, they produce a lot of thrust. Extra 1,000 pounds.
Cross Sierra at 50190.
Descend. What? 6,300 meters and cross Sierra at. Sorry again.
No, it's good. It's good. There's nothing. You don't need to ever apologise. Just have to say, you know, what's the centre called? I can't remember. Just centre Alpaca, whoever you were. Say again. Or just confirm the cleared flight level. Hi, Elizabeth. Hope you're well. He says, Merry.
Cross Sierra at flight level 190. Alpaca.
Merry Mogef Day. Merry Mogef Day to you.
Alpaca 1 for Mike Juliet, descend and maintain 9,500 meters.
Mavericks, did you change it today? I thought you took off at dusk. Yes, 12 hours behind live time, just because I wanted to enjoy the daytime, because it would have been a night flight. It was sort of, it's just gone past sunset now, I think in Hong Kong. Astro, so my A340 thought the course for 07 left is 056, so a little bit off.
Such a good evening.
Just seeing what it is. 074 is the correct course.
Meters for 11,300 meters at T-Back.
That ain't quite right.
Alpaca 9 Papa Yankee, just verify you are crossing 4,700 meters or 7,400 meters.
7,400 meters, did I say? Otherwise, Alpaca 9 Papa Yankee.
A bit different. It's got this sort of high altitude cloud here. You can't quite get this, but I'd be a bit concerned if it was that sort of shape of this altitude. It would be probably a bit stormy.
200 meters, Alpaca 9 Papa Yankee.
Alpaca 9 Papa Yankee, verify 1,300 meters.
Oops,
1,300 meters, Alpaca November Yankee. Alpaca 901, descend and maintain 6,300 meters. Cross Sierra and travel 190.
Oh, zipping though, this tailwind. It's cool. Yeah, big engine, so why they changed the position of the mounts of the wings and added notorious electronics to compensate for the centre of gravity change. Well, they obviously, it was more a software issue. MCAS is there to assist with you know, these unusual situations where we have high thrust, high angle attack to assist pitching down. Obviously, previously software issues caused it to activate erroneously, which it can't do now. But obviously, yeah, the original design, 60s, with cigar-shaped engines, JTD8s aren't they, or whatever they were called, and then they've just fixed them on there. It works great in the NG, and it does work well on the Max now, but obviously they've had to compensate considerably. But that will be, you know, the last 737 I think we'll ever see.
Okay, 125, continue descend to 7,500 meters, and expect cross Sierra and travel 190.
Oh, he's giving a flight level.
Descend now, flight level 7,500 meters, expect Sierra at flight level 190.
Don't know, we've seen you made it to Hong Kong, but no butters today. I'm sorry to hear that. We're almost halfway there. Does look good though. The mod. Through the clouds. Oh yeah, look at that, coming out of the cloud, that was cool. There's the sun, looks like a pin. We see the clouds moving, look.
Like a 4711, contact Hong Kong precision.
You can be an IMC at cruise levels like this.
Happy landing.
Contact Hong Kong at 133.7 Alpaca 471. Thanks for the ATC. Bye bye.
We'll start setting up because we could get a significant approach shortcut here. So we'll hand over control to Jim. Let's now start loading up the OPT. Well, the FMC, sorry. So, Airport Victor Triple H. Arrival. Expecting the Sierra 7 Charlie. I'm going to go for 07 left. Now, I've got the depot airport. Bear in mind, to get to the terminal, we will have to taxi through some trees. I do like the odd tree to go straight for the middle of.
Good evening, Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha. Passing 8,100 meters, climbing 11,300 meters.
Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha, ground control, good evening. Radar contact, high and maintain 1,300 meters.
Central runway is closed.
300 meters, Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha.
Steve MC, X-Wing Sun never looked right without talons to my eyes. No, it looks a bit rubbish. There, so you can see that the most up-to-date chart shows the central runway closed.
14 Mach Juliet, descend and maintain 7,500 meters.
The parking stands will be coming in here. Across the runway. Look at me, such a large airport. I've actually been to Hong Kong, transited via Hong Kong once. We're going on a forest adventure, maybe we're going to get lost in the woods. Perfect, right. All the information's in the FMC, fixings then for runway 07. Left. 10. 4. 111. So top descent's roughly was actually significantly after that. You see where top of descent is? The reason is we're doing this crazy long arrival. Look at that. So you see how top of descent, how late it is, how close to the airport, but it thinks that we're going all the way down here. There's no restrictions in the FMC. Now, I've sort of been half listening. I think they've been giving them, you know, the Chinese controller has been giving descend via and be level at this restriction. So, you know, if we get a shortcut, we're going to knock off, we're talking 60 track miles here, easily. So we just got to be be wary of a shortcut.
125 to continue descend and maintain 6,300 meters.
So, for example, if we get Zulu Uniform Hotel sort of direct to Ituba, I mean, if anyone can speak ahead of us, who could give us some idea what we could expect, you know, guinea pigs and all that, that'd be great. Or Tukba, what's that waypoint called? Tukba. So if we did a shortcut look from Zoo to Tukba, Zoo wants to be at 27,000 feet, but that shortcut puts us at Zoo at 7,600. It's 20,000 feet lower. So what I'm going to actually... what should I do here? Because I have no information here. It's a big difference. 7,600 or 33,000 feet. I'm going to compromise. I'll put, you know, flight level 100 or below. I don't think we'll do that full arrival. Outconstraint Murray. Yeah, Murray wants to be at... Oh no, that's much... No, that's why I won't accept it. Murray's got us at 100 to 130, but that's all the way down here, look. Murray's all the way to the south. Expect 190 at Sierra. Okay, I'll go with that one. Thanks, Ibatam, skinny pig. Well, that'll fix all our issues. Well, still quite high, but still. I'll put that in there. Thank you. Maybe I'll go all the way as far south as that. I don't think we'll get that shortcut then. Be very lucky.
6,900 meters.
Anyway, let's have a look at our arrival in detail.
Descend and maintain 6,900 meters. Expect to cross Sierra at flight level 190.
So yeah, there we go. 190-280, and then we've got two arrivals. I actually planned for the 7 Charlie, which is the longer one. We might get the 7 Alpha. Otherwise, the full length one that goes via Rocker, Border Rocker, Kanto, Murray, Silver, Lime, so it's all coded. If we get the 7 Alpha, it just cuts off that there, so we can easily change that. What's your pressurization? You can only set it in 500 foot increments, so I'd set it to 37,000 feet, it's the nearest. You can see 07 center closed for reconfiguration. We'll brief this arrival. Set requirements, cross Kanto, and those restrictions, which are all coded and are now required. There we go.
Cross Sierra at flight level 1.
On to ILS. Via Tukba, 701. Might be something else, but there's the ILS frequencies, 11155.
Bohemia 167.
ILS is active. We've got the VOR Suimoto in the distance. We'll put that on standby, 14.8. Yeah. So frequencies, courses, 074. Frequencies, courses, minimums. Let's have a look here. Cat 3, Cat 2, Cat 1 minimums we'd like. So Cat 1, very steep missed approach climb gradient, 6.9%. Wow, it's probably terrain and noise. I'd definitely want to be checking that in the OPT. They've got a much lower missed approach climb gradient, look at 2.5%. Look how much higher the minimums are. We'll go with the steeper one, 223. Imagine it's been checked. frequencies courses, minimums are set. Vectors or the transition onto the ILS. High trains off to the east and the extended centre line of 07. Misapproach climb to 5,000 feet. We'll track 074 to 726, then proceed to 727, 754, Sampu, Tung Lang, and then all the way outbound to Guva, Soko, back to Limes. There you go, look. 727, 754, Sampu, top of is that Tango Delta? Oh yeah, that's the Tung Lang VOR, Guava, then Limes, via Soko as well. So the misapproach is coded 2. Nice and simple, which I like. I only do simple. And we've still got top descent quite a way ahead as well for the restriction at Sierra. Let's have a look at the landing performance. Where is it? That one. So landing 07 left. 2.5, you can't change this in the mod, I don't think. It's fixed at 2.5. So I should technically use the higher minimums, but it's okay. Let's have a look at the latest weather. It's a nice day, 010 15 knots, so slight crosswind, about 15 knot crosswind. Actually, not quite slight. 10k, 3,523 degrees, 1020. So wind 010 15. So 13 knot crosswind, temperature 23. 1020. Landing weight then 5.1 tons, so 2.8 for the alternate, so it's at least an hour. Ton to burn 63.2. Flat 30. No credit. Look at that, loads of runway here. Runway length is 3,800 metres. We'll try Charlie 7 because it takes us straight to this central taxiway. The trees, guys, and vegetation's on Echo and Foxtrot. It's a forest there, so we're going to have to taxi through that. At 9,500 metres, cross Sierra at flight level 190, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. So 9,500 metres. So there's 9,500 feet set, so that's 9,510, 31,200. I'll push out event, it's going to go to cruise descent, because with more than 50 miles from top of descent, it goes to cruise descent, it'll descend at 1,000 feet per minute to 9,500 metres. So yeah, it's about 15, it's about 1,900 metres to Charlie 7, so it's well, slightly more than that, probably 2,200. I'm going to go order brake 2, I'm going to, no, order brake 3, and I'm going to probably kick it out so I can roll. Flat 30, order brake 3, second detent reverse, and then we'll vacate at Charlie 7, through the forest, across the reconfigured, or whilst being reconfigured 07 centre, which we got lost. Direct to Zulu Uniform Hotel, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, thank you. Ooh, shortcut. Execute. Oh, I think that was for me. Oh no.
300 metres and direct Zulu Uniform Hotel, Alpaca 575.
Well, that's in. There we go. All getting a shortcut here, look at that. Nice. We all got direct. Great.
Just confirming that from Alpaca 6 Mike Whiskey. Alpaca 6 Mike Whiskey, affirmative, direct to Lulu Uniform Hotel.
Perfect.
The Zulu Uniform Hotel, Alpaca 6 Mike Whiskey. Alpaca 1 for Mac Juliet, descend to 54190.
Astro GK contact is online too. Cool fact, the approach into the checkerboard uses to take you right above Victor Hotel stands today. That's crazy. How do they, I wonder how they accommodate that with it's being open with the other Hong Kong airport as well. At Tuk was closed, you have Shanghai Gokhan on the Asian side, a new one which caused huge controversy in Turkey. Ah, Turkish airports now. Tim was talking about Vanguard. Right, train taxi agency is like all positions are closing. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Oh dear. Tim, the new international airport wetland and forest before it was destroyed. Steve M, yep, that's right. Currently, it is just a landing strip in a forest without an add-on. Yes, that's pretty much what I saw earlier. Any chance of a bogan today? Because it's a nice scenic tour of the island. We'll see. I've got to go to Wagamama's for lunch. So no bogus today. I've done bogering. Ups.
Hotel Kilo, descend and maintain 7,500 meters.
Descend 7,500 meters, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. 7498, 24,600 feet. Set.
Alpaca 6 Mike Whiskey, due to separation, reduce flight number to decimal 75. Decimal 75, Alpaca 6 Mike Whiskey.
Still got a whopping tailwind.
Alpaca 71, due to separation, increase max speed to maximum.
Hi Greg Scott, hope you're doing well. Good afternoon to you, sir.
81, Alpaca 71.
Alpaca 1 Echo Delta, direct to Lulu Uniform Hotel.
Aircraft over there, I think got direct to Zulu Uniform Hotel as well. Yeah, we briefed everything, didn't we? Yeah, so we'll cross here. You can watch me get lost over this side of the airport towards the many stands. Outrageous. There we are. We're coming in onto the chart now as well. Superb. Right. Descent checklist, please.
Descent checklist. Pressurization.
I'm going to check myself. Land out 50 cents.
Set.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Approach briefing and fuel.
Discussed.
Discussed.
IAS and alt bugs.
They are flat 30, 146, 2231020.
Checked and set.
All good.
Descent checklist complete.
Alpha, direct to Lulu Uniform Hotel.
Direct Zulu Uniform Hotel, Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha.
Cool.
Okay, now 167.
Getting busy at Hong Kong now.
Now 167, direct to Alki, Alpha Lima Echo Kilo India Alki.
God, look at all the Hong Kong airports are open. I can see Edo on final in Hong Kong now. Yeah, see a number of alpacas going all the way to the south as well. What's happened here? Just not paying attention. 31,200. Oh, I think it's just leveled off at the original cruise level, so I'll just push out into vent.
Country 9 Hotel Kilo, descend and maintain 6,300 meters. Increase your descent rate.
6,300 meters will increase our rate of descent up, like a 39 Hotel Kilo. 6,300, 6,309, and I'll just set him 2,000 feet. Otherwise, it's going to get quite low, but still, I'll keep him happy. Hopefully happy.
Alpaca 71, descend to 9,500 meters. Expedite passing 10,400 meters.
25 degrees. Descent speed is 291 knots on conversion, so I'm just going to convert to indicated, otherwise we'll be breaking the sound barrier. 291 knots. Yeah, the cost index speeds are all broken in the mods. We use cost index 30 should give 273 knots on descent every time in the NG, but the max seems to have variable descent speeds.
738 from 1,200 meters, descend to 9,500 meters, report traffic inside. Roger, we
ooh, scenery!
for the traffic. Can you confirm the descent level again, please? Alpaca 6 Mike Whiskey. 6 Mike Whiskey, he's descending from 1,200 to 9,500 meters. Sure, I've got a good sign.
Yeah, well, China seems pretty good in Bing with Bing Maps. No clouds at all. Bing maps have improved significantly. That's why I like to download them every time I stream, because I think a lot of the older Bing imagery had a lot of clouds, but I've noticed every time I download it now for new areas I've had before, there seems to be less clouds. So when did Bing last update their maps? Or have they been corrected? I don't know. There is China. Looking good. Did you say give a good rate of descent? 2,000 feet per minute. That's going to get me low. I'm looking at the VATSIM map. Most of the guys have been going to the south, so we've got that Sierra restriction coming up. We're going to easily make that if he wants us to keep this sort of rate of descent going. He's doing a similar rate of descent ahead as well. Jump outside. Oh, look at that down there. That's really clear. Let's see what we got. Look at the way it's built as well. Sort of like not a sort of central area. It's sort of all built up around the roads. Just to the southwest of Xiamen. That's great. Well, the river seems to change colour. There's some clouds there on the maps. Steve, I'm not sure, but I believe there are two versions of Bing maps, a newer set and an older set, which is the default one. So older ones could be up to 6 years old, so I was told. Well, but the maps look here quite good. There's some clouds there, look. But otherwise, the imagery is quite good. I'm glad I'm 12 hours behind live time.
Okay, 57 Mike, contact Hong Kong position, frequency 133, decimal 7.
Over to Hong Kong, 133.7, Alpaca 57 Mike, thanks to the ATC, Sterling job too.
Sterling job, love it.
Okay, 6 Mike Whiskey descent and maintain 11,100 meters. And verify, can you reduce speed to Mach decimal 72? Descent 10100 meters and AFM we are able Mach decimal 72, we'll start reducing.
So not long until we get to our cleared flight level / meters. We are very low on profile, but that's okay. I might just go VNAV now. Retard? No! No!
Station to Hong Kong is back across Sierra at level 190.
What was that you said? All stations expect Sierra.
Sierra at flight level 190.
I think he was just telling everyone to expect that. Yeah, I think he said all stations expect Sierra 190. Approaching our cleared flight level. Perfect.
Sure, go ahead.
Richard 1, just confirm you said that it was expected at flight level 190.
Affirmative, sir.
So we've seen as a Ryanair appearing in Hong Kong. He's a long way from home.
1, descend and maintain 7,500 meters.
Descend maintain 7,500 meters, Alpaca 71.
Alpaca 1 Echo Delta, descend and maintain 9,500 meters. Descend maintain 9,500 meters.
Perfect. So we're level now. these fields down here. It's amazing. The world is so large. You know, let's just take like the random street here with houses. I'll never go there in my life. And someone will spend his entire life there. So many cultures, places, people. Superb, really.
Active 3114.
Steve, our clocks in the UK changed in 2 weeks. Other places today, I can't believe it's nearly spring with all the snow we had recently. Where this year has really come to that. Yeah, I'm ready for spring, that's for sure. It's so cold this week. I mean, obviously not cold compared to some of our members, what they experience, but yeah, I'm very ready for spring and summer now. So yeah, getting a direct, that would be nice, wouldn't it? But look, we're going to have to do this full arrival. Send and maintain flight level 190, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. 190 sets. VNav. What? Oh, there's so many bugs in the mod at the moment. VNav and it's going level change? Vertical speed, VNav, and it selects level change. No, that is a bit of a bug there, guys. VNav never converts to level change. It should go VNav 1,000 feet per minute. Path. Something's a bit broken there. Alright, 1,000 feet per minute. Oops. Ooh, found it.
1,000 to go.
A slight bug, yes. It needs a lot of work still in Explain 12. There's elements of it working really well. 133.7. Thank you very much for the ATC, sir. Bye bye. What did he say? I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said. Can anyone translate that for me? Maybe gave me good blessings. I hope so. 133.7 is now active. This is Hong Kong approach. Hong Kong approach. Good evening, Alpaca. 39 Hotel Kilo. Flight level 190 inbound to Sierra.
Alpaca 9 Hotel Kilo, Hong Kong Precision. Good evening. I'd have to 5. You are cleared the Sierra 7 Alpha arrival, landing runway 07 left.
Cleared Sierra 7 Alpha, arrival 07 left, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. He sounds very much like an international individual in Hong Kong. Maybe he's a visiting controller. Who knows? ILS 07 left, we'll select 7 Alpha, which is a little bit of a shortcut look now. Execute, so we're now going to go via Kanto. It's much better for us. And then that 190 has pretty much put us on profile. We'll get rid of meters, we shouldn't need that anymore, and we'll request descent. Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, request descent.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, descend via the staff, level 150.
Via the Sierra 7 Alpha to flight level 150, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. So 150 set, VNav. VNav speed is now working. It's got to speed because we're high on profile, that's accurate. So I can open the speed window and bug a slightly higher speed, 300 knots. Was there actually a speed restriction for us? I think it was 280.
Alpaca 57, Mike.
Yeah, look, so maximum 280 knots now, so I'm just going to bring my speed back to 280. It's gone back to path now, which is fine. And what I'll do, I'll just bring the speed brake out, just to bring that speed to 280. Speed brake's a little bit too effective. It's not quite as effective as that. So VNav part. See what I mean? The VNav's just not accurate in the mod at the moment. It was on profile, now it's just jumped 1,000 feet low. There's a lot of problems at the moment. So we'll just go VS now, 1,000 feet per minute. It seems passing waypoints, it recalculates it and then sort of has a bit of a tizzy. So we're now inbound to Kanto. Slightly offset from the track, should be. I think it's just trying its best there. Sort of a flyby waypoint there ahead. Well, that was quiet. Hong Kong frequently has international controllers on VATSIM. There you go. That's exactly what I think every time I leave my hometown. When it lowers the gear when you hit Toga, start to worry. Ooh, that would be a bit weird. There are a few little issues, like I said, but now it's showing me on profile, so let's select VNAV. And it's commanding 280 knots, which is the restriction. Retard, MCP speed. Okay, let's see if it holds the profile now at 280 knots. Hong Kong is fully prepared for the Alpaca Lips. Yeah, I know, fully staffed. I don't think they're having any issues. We don't have as much traffic as we usually do. I think it was 29. There was a few cancellations here, 29:30. But I think they've got a few other people flying, which is good. Yun Chan, thanks for the 8 months. Maybe I can't get the last part of the HC because of the ETA, but what a great group flight. Arigato gozaimasu. Sounded a bit French there. Anyway, 150 check. Thanks, Yun Chan, for your membership and for the 8 months. Astro, if you cleared approach from far away, would you enter the FAF altitude on the MCP? No, well, it depends. If you're still under radar control, you have to respect the altitude.
Alpaca 39 Kilo, proceed direct Murray, speed 250 knots.
Straight to Murray, speed 250 knots. Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. So it's a slight shortcut there.
Hotel Kilo, continue the decent flight level 110, please.
7 flight level 110, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. So we're going to go level change 250, bring the speed back, and we're inbound to Murray. Why is it gone out hold? Maybe I didn't select level change, we'll let it off. So Murray's set, 130 below restriction. That is impossible for me to make because he's only just cleared us lower from 150. Yeah, Astrogy. So yeah, if you're cleared direct to the FAF and you're at a radar control, you need to descend. You can't just descend to the FAF altitude if you cleared approach. You have to maintain that altitude until you're established, unless you request ATC to descend you lower. And sometimes that can leave you a bit high, but yeah. Or you can say, you know, I'm visual with the train. You can descend, you know, as you wish. That's not very common in Europe. Alicante, it can be quite common. You can request a shortcut, and they'll say, "Can you confirm, you know, visual with the terrain?" And you can, if you are, you say yes. And they can you clear you to a direct there. You know, descend is at your discretion. You know, so if it's daytime VMC fine, at night time you can accept shortcuts direct to the final approach, but you can't go below the MSA until you're established on final. Back on profile, I better just tell it to do 250. 209 flaps? Oh, come on, ZIBO.
Alpaca 39 Hotel, contact approach now, call sign only, 119.1, safe landing.
119.1, call sign only, and thank you very much, ATC, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, bye.
See ya.
Yeah, I don't know why it's coming. Now it's doing 250 again. It's just there's a lot of issues at the moment. So it's approach controller number 2. Thanks, my Japanese. I tried my best listening.
Expedite 6000, Alpaca 57 Mike.
Hong Kong approach, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo.
39 Hotel Kilo, Hong Kong approach, hello, stand by, break, burn there, 131, climb 9,000 feet, expedite.
It's a Friday, yeah, I can hear him. He's very far from home. So we've been told to maintain 250, we can't go any lower, so we might just have to use speed brake for our next descent.
Hotel Kilo, Hong Kong approach, hello, identified, Hong Kong information India, descend to 8,000 feet, QNH 1020, speed 220 knots.
Turn 8,000 feet, QNH 1020, reduce speed to 220 knots, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. So 8,000 feet set.
39 Hotel Kilo, expect RS 07 left.
Expect RS 07 left, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. So 8,000 feet set, 1020, passing 11,001 for 8,000 feet, standby altimeter set, 220 knots. Again, the mod is commanding the flap speed. It should not be doing that at this stage. It should do that at the last decel point. It should do that at decel. So 220, maybe if I force 220 knots in, it'll update. Yeah, there we are, 220. And we are going to use speed brake now because we're a little bit high.
Round there, 131, turn right, heading 070.
So I think it's a little bit too effective, yeah. Speed brake's way too effective in the mod. Way too effective. Oh, 3,000 feet, 220 knots with speed brake? Nah. Maybe 1,600 feet per minute. Seems to be trimming loads. Send 4,000 feet, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. 4,000 feet set, and I'm not complaining, it's helping my profile, but speed brake 3,000 feet, 220, way too much drag, way too much drag. It's about half that, right, post-cruise checks now, fuel, 4 pumps, lights, angular bank, 25 degrees, forgot to put the seatbelt signs on, recall. Oh, checks complete. Well, it's helped me, but the speed brake is not great. That's way too effective. I'm not complaining because the profile's catching up quickly. But yeah, that's not great. I think the PMDG is working far better in Microsoft Flight Simulator regarding these areas. 1195, call sign only, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. Goodbye, sir. Director, stow the speed brake now. Should have been out for twice as long. Hong Kong Director, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, Director, from Limes via Pushback, cleared ILS from A07 left approach. After Limes, reduce speed 200 until established.
After Limes, cleared ILS 07 left approach, and after Limes will reduce speed to 200 knots until established, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. So the Limes cleared approach and down to 4,000 feet. So now, actually, Ashley was saying so. If you're cleared approach and if you're not under vectors, you can now step down. So it's 6,000 to 3,000. So just to avoid confusion, if you're on the approach and you're cleared approach and you're on the transition as charted. So if I show you the chart here, you can step down. So you can see here after Limes, I can go down to 2,000 feet at Tukba. But under vectors, no. You've got to make sure you maintain your cleared altitude there. So we'll leave 4,000 feet set now, 220. We'll go flap 1 after that point and then select 200. The VNAV's showing me on profile and 24 miles, 57. No, the VNAV is so broken in the mod now. We're 23 miles from touchdown. There's no restriction here. It's putting me low. It's all at or between here. We should ideally be at 6,000 feet here. I mean, it's about 800 feet low. I just think it's putting me way too low here.
From Limes via Stella, cleared ILS 07 right approach.
It is a little.
After Limes, speed 200 knots. Alpaca 1 Fokker Charlie.
Yeah, on the test sector it was very broken. Right, we'll stand by tower 1187.
FedEx 3328 heavy established 07.
That's 2 tons.
FedEx 332 service wind. Question contact tower 118.4.
I just feel very low here at 5,000.
118.4.
20, 40, 60. We should be at 6,000. I'd say VNAV's 1,000 feet off here. 1,000 feet off.
1,000 to go.
Check. So I'm going to set 2,000. You can tell I'm low because look, it's saying I'm going to be at 2,000 feet just after Tukba. We want to be at around 3,000-ish feet here, 3,050, 3,500, 3,000 feet. But it's saying I'm going to be there at 2,000 on profile. It ain't great. So he wants to be 200 knots now. So 209 speed check to flap 1. And what I'm going to do is ignore VNAV, and I'm just going to set the vertical speed accordingly. Oh no, do I need to be at 180 knots, 2,000, at 180 at 1,500, really? As low as that? Are they mandatory heights? It doesn't say mandatory. Try and do my best to do a CDA. Scenery's looking very nice though. Two tons sounds like a real FedEx pilot. American and tired. They do sound very tired whenever I hear them. Did I set the correct ILS frequency? Just haven't got the idents yet. 11155, I have. Oh, I saw localizer live there. Flap 1 we have, and we'll maintain 200 knots until established. it's a pretty speedy approach the way they want us to fly it. Yeah, because this waypoint here puts you 200 knots. Yeah, he said until on final, didn't he? So we'll just have to monitor that there. So you can see again, VNAV's just doing a slightly low profile and very shallow here.
Alpaca 57 Mike is now fully established.
Yeah, you're going to have to really, if you want your 200 knots until there, you are going to have to slam on the brakes soon after.
187 Alpaca.
I'll start slowing down just before we intercept, but I'll keep the speed up for him. Unbelievable Domino moves in. Yes, the Airbus does it for you. Blah blah blah. There's that road. That's there in real life, isn't it? On the bridge. Still waiting for the idents. Oh no, I've got it now. India Zulu Sierra Lima. So we'll do a quick check of the ILS frequencies. 115. Got the fixed rings on the correct runway. 07 left. And we've got the idents. No, see, VNAV's now showing me on profile, but it was definitely, look, it's way too shallow. Should be nice idle path descent. India Zulu Sierra Lima, standbys are set, courses 074 set as well. Let's do the approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Altimeters and instruments.
Forelock.
Set and cross check.
Approach aids.
After established speed 180 knots until 60 m.
After established 180 knots till 60 ME, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. And approach is
Checked and set.
Approach checklist complete.
Perfect. So after established wants 160 till 6, so that's going to be very quick. Because it takes us like a 7-mile final, so I'm actually going to go flap 5 and bring the speed back to 160. Because by the time we actually get on there, we'll be doing 160 at 6 miles. Yeah, the profile. The VNAV's now saying I'm too high. I'm actually perfectly on profile. Localizer live, correct sensing, arming approach. Localizer glide slope capture. So runway heading 074. VNAV path should be perfectly on profile. Look, there's that bridge going into a tunnel.
2500.
And the missed approach altitude initially 5,000 feet set. Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo fully established.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, current tower 118.7. Good day.
118.7. Thank you very much. The ATC Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. Bye.
See ya.
So 160 till 6, 168. A lot of airports accept that. Otherwise, you have to configure. Hong Kong Tower, hello. It's Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo established. ILS 07 left.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, Hong Kong Tower, head low, continue approach number 2.
Continue approach, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. Start doing the checks. Got a bit of a crosswind here as well. Usually wait till 4 miles, but we'll configure now. Gear down. Flat 15, match speed. Well, start the landing checklist.
Landing checklist.
25.
Start switches.
Continuous.
And flat 30.
Recall.
Checked.
Speed brake.
Not again.
Hey, it is armed green light.
Armed
Did this the
green
other
light?
day, didn't it?
Landing gear.
Down 3 green.
Down 3 greens.
Auto brake.
Auto brake 3 set.
Flaps.
Not again.
There, 30 green light.
Flips
It's a bit
30 set,
broken at
green
landing
light.
checklist.
Landing lights.
On.
Landing checklist complete.
So we're just waiting for our landing clearance. A little bit different. We only say landing lights on after we've been cleared to land, operator. But Jim's broken.
39 Hotel Kilo preceding traffic about to vacate, service wind 020 degrees, 16 knots, runway 07 left, cleared to land.
07 left, cleared to land. Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo.
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Brick.
Cleared to land. Checklist is complete. God, how many? They've got 4 ground controllers online here. I mean,
Alpaca 57 Mike.
that's crazy.
57 way, thank you. Welcome to Hong Kong. Contact ground west 122.125. Bye bye.
So many controllers. I'm trying to preset the correct scenery here. I will disconnect shortly, guys. Sorry. You can see me like I'm setting frequencies right. Cleared to land. Checks complete. Disconnecting auto throttle. Disconnecting autopilot. Scenery looks really good. Crosswind from the left. Localizers, I feel a little bit right of centre line, and you don't want to ever be downwind when you get a crosswind. Now I'm just rolling, and the flight directors are very sensitive. Look at how sensitive the flight directors are on the mod. very sensitive.
300.
Checked. So I'm just going to look outside. Checked. Retrim.
200. Minimum.
Continue. A little bit of right rudder we needed here.
100.
Checked. A little bit low.
50. 40. 30.
Check.
20.
Close.
10.
Bit of right rudder. Ooh, aileron to wind. Come on. Ooh, float. Oh, I want to float. Oh, come on. Speed brake. It would settle down much quicker than that. I was way below VREF. The aeroplane doesn't want to carry on flying like that in real life. It'll just settle down. I might have been trying a butter perhaps. Manual braking, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hong Kong. Right, brakes disengaged. We'll take the next right. Duh. Yeah, it needs a lot of work still, the mod. It's fun, and it worked really well last stream, but today, little bugs and issues. Now we are vacated the runway. Just getting rid of the charts. God, where do I go? So many taxiways.
Packet 39 Hotel Kilo, nice landing, welcome to Hong Kong. Airport shot Charlie, and you can contact ground west 122.125. Thank you very much, bye bye.
Thank you very much, very kind words, and we'll go Yankee and contact ground 122.125, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, bye. Perfect.
39 Hotel Kilo, it's hold short Charlie.
Sorry, hold short Charlie, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. Ooh, I think I might be on Charlie. I'm already on Charlie. Yeah, okay. Oops, I'm pretty much on Charlie. Oh, I better go to ground. I'm already in trouble. Off into the woods we go, yeah. My taxi's not good today. Ground, hello, it's Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. Just vacated 07 left at Charlie 7 and we're on Charlie.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, Hong Kong 35 Yankee, Foxtrot Tango, hold short center.
Yankee Foxtrot Tango, hold short 07 center, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. So Yankee is straight ahead. And then Foxtrot is the bottom one here, then hold short at Tango. Okay, right, just a straight line. Enjoy me getting lost now. That was a bit cheeky. Right, let's clean up, flaps up. Speed brake is stowed. Oh my days. Weather radar can come off as well. Transponder to out of trim reset. There's definitely issues with the mod because trim should be back at around 7-8 units on landing. It's at 5, and it was in trim.
Charlie, Yankee, Tango, and holding short before 7 center. Alpaca 5
order brakes off. Flight directors off. 5,100. These lights can come off. Oh look, there's a ride head directly ahead of us, above us. I think he's the one flying around. And we've done the clean up flow there. There we go. 31 knots, a little bit too fast. Try and stay in the middle of a taxi line. And it's all the way down to the bottom, and then left, and then right, holding at Tango. And this is just stock scenery. But guys, we're going to be going straight for a forest momentarily. This is just a slight issue with the stock scenery at the moment. I think it must be uphill. It's slowing down very quickly. 21 knots. I'm having to add a lot of thrust here. It's definitely not rolling very well. But apart from that, being a stock airport, the taxiway markings seem to be quite nicely muddled up there. But yeah, I did try, you know, things I did differently there, which we didn't do in real life. I did try and do a butter, so I pitched up, extended the flare like we'd never do in real life. But having said that, the real aircraft does, as soon as the speed drops below VREF, it doesn't want to fly much longer. It really does settle quite nicely. Here it just went down and down and down. Right, here we go. Slight issue. I've got not much choice. I think it's only on this part of the taxiway, so down we go. There's 57 Mike, he's taking a leisurely pace in his A340. Cheers, WC, lovely. Oh, the trees are wiggling. Oh, yep, there we go. Thankfully, I can go straight through them. Anyone tuning in now, they're going to be like, llamas are hungry in the back. Right, next right Tango, we're going to hold short to the runway.
Hotel Kilo, contact ground 121.875. Good day.
121.805, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, thank you.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, negative, contact ground 121.875.
Sorry, at 121.875, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, thanks ATC sir, bye-bye. Next right for Tango.
Bye.
I can't read frequencies right. And now his frequency he wanted me was to 121.875. Then we're out the forest. And we'll hold short Tango here, even though the runway's closed. Insert Indiana Jones soundtrack. I'm just holding short of this here at Tango. Busy over there on the apron. And this is where it could get interesting, because look at this metropolis of an airport. Right, holding short there. Let's contact ground. Ground, hello, it's Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, holding short of 07 centre at Tango.
Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo, continue taxi Tango, extend Delta 202.
Tango Delta 202, Alpaca 39 Hotel Kilo. So clear to cross Tango. Oh, it's like he read my mind, look. Delta 202, first stand on the left. Oh, thank you, sir. But these Navigraph charts are great. The ones on the stock VFR maps, so useful. I wish I had these in real life. Thank you, controller. He's obviously watched one of my streams in the past. Or someone sent him a message, look, you're going to have to give Flight Deck to Sim something really simple and easy to follow. Taxi in IMC is easy. It isn't that Lisbon, neither is taxi in a forest. Perfect. Next to a monarch. That looks great though, the scenery in the background, isn't it?
Crocodile Alpaca 57 Mike on Tango, holding short of 7 centre.
Well, absolutely no ATC issues at all today. Even in Vietnam, the controller had no problems. He was on his own. Delta 202. Shut down engine number 2. Nice caution elect. That'll be the engine shutting down.
Alpaca ground, Alpaca 1. Sorry, Hong Kong
Alpaca ground. Who was the Alpaca ground? I've done that before. I've sent my operator's call sign and ground as well, and tower. I've done it all. We'll let him off.
Continue taxi Tango, next turn left Tango 2, then back on Sierra.
There we go.
Continue Tango, next turn.
I'll bring it to a stop there.
Then Sierra Alpaca 1.
Parking brake sets. APU's available on bus. 2 blues red. Engine's dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hong Kong. There we go. We'll do the transit flow. Pumps, 1 for the APU, and actually no, we'll do the full shutdown flow. We don't usually do that. Stream, and that's done. Electric hydraulic pumps off, anti-collision light can come off. Transponder 2000 standby, and then we'll do the full shutdown checklist. That was a very uneventful group flight. I think it was one of the most uneventful group flights we've ever had. They've got about 1 million controllers here. they've got 4. We had 3 ground controllers. That's crazy. There we go. Right, I'll get the air bridge attached, and we'll get some ground service going as well. Request ground service. We'll get all the stuff coming there as well. And let's do the shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps.
Very smooth.
This.
What? 1 for the APU, that's right.
Electrical.
APU on the bus.
Fasten belts.
This.
Oh, yes, okay.
Window heat.
Off.
Probe heat.
Yeah,
Off.
Chinese ATC was
Anti-ice.
well.
Off.
Electric hydraulic pumps.
Off.
Voice recorders.
Damn.
Is
Auto.
fine.
Air conditioning
auto's fine
packs.
for the shutdown, that's
Auto.
correct.
Engine bleed.
On.
APU bleed.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Damn.
That's fine. Steady. Yeah, that's fine.
Checked.
Start switches.
Off.
Auto brake.
Off.
Speed brake.
Down D10.
Flaps.
Up. No lights.
Parking brake.
Set.
Start levers.
Cut off.
Weather radar.
Off.
I
Transponder.
actually remembered it,
Stand
didn't
by.
I?
CVR circuit breaker.
In.
Cockpit door.
Quickly.
Let's see.
Ah,
Unlocked.
that wasn't quick
Shutdown
enough.
checklist complete.
There we go. Shutdown checklist complete. Aircraft is now pretty much ready to be shut down here. Ooh, look at this. We've got all the baggage things arriving because I use the ground handling. There was Alpaca 57 Mike right next to us. A few of you still here. Look at that. Excellent. What was it, 25, 30 of us? Something like that, wasn't it? Thank you very much for taking part. Did I forget the taxi light? Yes. That's actually not on the checklist. And you usually have the ground crew. Well, I don't often forget it. I have done it before. And they'll be like, oh, you're blinding us. There we are. Perfect. Right, well, let's run the giveaway. Otherwise, I've got to go out for lunch as well. What a very smoothly run... Oh. Why is the overwing X open? Who got off? I didn't do that. Oh dear, someone jumped out at some point on the taxi in. Very smoothly run group flight. But yeah, let's run the giveaways as usual. Let me get the list randomizer. Always comes up on my suggestions. It wasn't that bad a landing. Oh dear, and let me make sure that you guys can see it as well. There we are, this randomizer. And I'll get everyone that's taken part in the group flight on the list as well. There we go, so posting that in now. There we are, so everyone copy and paste it straight away there. So here's group 1, group 2, and the long haul. We're going to roll it twice, and each time we roll it, we'll have whoever's at the top of the list will win the prize, as usual. But I wasn't going to divide it into each group because some of the groups weren't so large, such as the long haul one like last time. So let's roll the first one. Is lunch with you a MOGF prize? It's no, unfortunately not. Right, first one is Mavericks. Mavericks in Alpaca 13 Kilo. Well done, you are the winner of the first giveaway, so you get the choice of the X-Plane gift card, any add-on you want, up to a value around 50 quid. You can have a bit more, no problem. Or if you're from the UK, I can get you an Amazon gift card. Very go, Mavericks. Congratulations to you. You are the winner of the first giveaway. So let me just play my award winner sound effect, which I always have to do on every single one. There we are. Superb. Another MOGF winner. Right, so let's bring the list randomizer up again. All I've done is reset it. There you are, so you should be able to see it again. There's the list again. So Mavericks was the first winner. Here comes the winner of number 2. It is SimPilot 29. SimPilot 29. Congratulations, you are winner of the second giveaway prize, the same prize as well as everyone else. So well done, SimPilot 29. You of course get the infamous jingle. There we go. We did it again. Oh yeah, right. There we go. That was the one I was wanting to do. Oh, I'm accidentally pressing. I'm pausing the wrong things now. Oh god, I should become a DJ. There we are. So well done, SimPilot and Mavericks. I'll get in contact with you in Discord so we can organise those giveaways. Congratulations indeed. Anyway, that's it for today. What a smoothly run group flight. If you could do me a massive favour, contact VATSIM Hong Kong, VATSIM Republic of China, VATSIM Vietnam. If you use the services, let them know how they did. They appreciate the feedback, and they've spent their free time providing ATC for our group flights. You know, take the time to organise, contact them, and a lot of them are like, oh yeah, we've heard of Alpaca Airways, we'd love to host them. Especially places like you know, Vietnam. They didn't even have any traffic arriving, and they came on still to provide ATC for the departures there. So I really appreciate it if you could send your regards, and if you have any feedback for them, make sure you can leave them on their respective website. That's it then. 39 group flights done. Onwards to number 40. I think something about a Heathrow overload or something, or along those lines. But we can still plan something there. I'll have a look at my roster for April. very busy April, so I'll see when the best day is for the weekend, and I hope as many of you as possible can join it as ever. Right, let's log off the network. Thank you very much to all the incredible controllers. There we are, disconnected. I'll maybe I should disconnect this jetway here for the replay, and don't mind the overwing exit. We'll just have to see what happens when we get to the replay point there, and cue the funky replay music, which it's still playing in the background. I just forgot to mute it last stream. There we are. Oh, flawless. Right, let's pop you into the replay. Let's see if it crashes the last stream. There's the forest. Yes, this is going to look a little interesting, this landing, because I was really holding up for the butter, but let's have a look here. Maybe the overwing exit's now closed as well. Superb! The overwing exit though. Right, so there's the flare. Flare was nice, but then I got drifted downwind, and then I was like, no, the real aircraft really. If you're fast, if you're probably doing VREF plus 20 and you flared a bit aggressively, it would sort of do that. But I think I was at, if not below VREF, and then we sort of went down there. And you can see that, but I floated so long I'd been drifted quite far downwind. Still, well, within the confines of the runway. Turn that down slightly. But yes, the behaviour at least was quite nice. That's just woken up a bit too late to join. We are concluding. A bit floaty. There's no sort of touchdown zone up the scenery here. Correcting onto the centre line. Nice little flap jingle. Look at tower's absolutely miles away. We'll have a quick look for the tower view though. What a float. I do miss the camera views, yeah, the lovely replay tool, isn't it, in X-Plane 12. There we are, yeah, I could have done a lot better, but it was okay, it was okay. Right then, let's, oh, what's happened here? Uh-oh. My keyboard's not working. That's because I was no longer in nut block. Right, let's pop you in this wing view so you can enjoy the replay from probably about 4 or 5 miles an hour. Enjoy the landing. Yes, as ever, members, thank you very much for your continued support as members. Very much appreciated. And, I am always very busy these days. Work is, well, forget about the pandemic, it's busier than it's ever been. Even pre-pandemic levels weren't as busy as this, but you know, I'm flying an awful lot. I do try and spend as much spare time with you as possible. I might pop online later and play some games with you if nothing comes up later on, but thank you very much for your continued support. Thank you for everyone who took part in the group flight as well. I hope you enjoy your prizes, Mavericks and Sim Pilots. I'll get those all sorted with you by the end of the evening as well. Enjoy what's left of the weekend, and we'll get around to organising the group flight as soon as possible. As ever, thank you again for your continued support. Take care, guys. See you soon.